Well, hello, beautiful Aquarius. This is going to be your reading for your general reading for January. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you would like a private reading, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Links in the description box below. Or, well, there is no website up there anymore for right now. Please join Instagram, Facebook for more guidance if you're interested in anything more than that. Patreon has these readings super early if you want to get them and the extendeds to anything that I post on social media or here. Also, if it doesn't fit, don't make it. This is a general reading, okay? You don't want those problems. Check your moon, rising, and Venus. There's a link to that in the description box below if you need more information there. Aquarius. January is quite interesting for you. The first card that you have is Alchemy. We need to talk about you being the magician, okay? Your environment, your situation, you have a hand in it. I'm not saying that you created whatever is going on in your life, but you have a hand in how things are going to go here, okay? And it's time for you to see that. So it's not everybody else's issue. It's not saying that it's all yours either, but you do play a role. And, you know, sometimes in situations they are unfair, especially if another person is creating an unfair situation for you or what feels to be unfair. You have to work to balance those things out. Okay, the hard work is with you. What are you going to do? How are you going to handle it? It's like you can blame other people. You can do that. However, what is that going to change? How is it going to change things? And what are you going to do next? Okay, that's literally what's going on. It's interesting because you have alchemy, and in your shadow energy, you also have alchemy, which means that you are fully in control here about your mindset or what you're going to do next here. So what are you going to create? It's also look at what you are creating or look at what has been created and then look at what you're going to create next. Right? Like what are your foundations showing you about what's been working and what isn't working? It's interesting because you have spiritual maturity. This is your interpersonal energy. So it's like your relationships with other people, friends, family, whatever is starting to grow, right? So everything that was, we're back to alchemy again. Everything that was, and everything that will be, and everything that is. You know, so you can't go, well, that worked in the past, or that's what we were doing then, so why can't we do it now? I don't like change. No one cares. In the nicest possible way, no one cares. It's happening regardless, with or without you. You know, it's kind of like the world is changing, situations are changing. You can keep crying and pounding in the corner and holding on to the past if that's what you want to do, but just know that everything around you is going to continue to move. And I'm saying this in the nicest possible way that I can say it, okay? So Spirit wants you to know, at the day's end, rest. So this is like everything comes to an end at some point, right? Everything comes to an end and then it gets better. There's no need for you to struggle about going through the end or struggle with, you see that there's change, so you're pushing through and you're being combative against the change. Hoping that it will keep things the way that it is. It's not going to do that. It's just going to keep pushing harder and harder until you let it through, and then things can be smooth again. You know, it's like Spirit's trying to give you a chance to rest, to have this new beginning that's going to be better than the past, but you have to be willing to let go of the past. Okay. Interesting. I need to get my heated blanket. That's how cold I am right now. That is how cold I am right now. Sorry, you have to see my butt, Aquarius, but okay. Okay, so make sure I'm presentable. Okay. So we have awakening genius, endless possibilities, and bearing fruit. Okay. So awakening genius is you see all these things happening around you, or you have. This is like past energy. Okay. You see all these things coming into you. And instead of balancing, it's like you defend yourself. It's like you defend yourself. It's like you try to stop the ending from happening. Instead of kind of like going with the flow. You're starting to see now that there are more possibilities than yours, but you have to accept that. You have to accept that there are more possibilities than what it is that you have going on. So your life can start being productive again. I don't know why this is coming up this way. Not that your life wasn't productive, but it's like good things can come from change, but you just have to allow change in, you know? You have to be willing to go with the flow. Oh. Seven of Swords. I don't know why I just started putting cards down. Seven of Swords. The Devil is underneath that. We have the Queen of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. The Ten of Swords. The King of Cups. The Seven of Wands. The Five of Wands. And the Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords, the Fool, the Tower, and the Queen of Swords. Quick pause. Thank you, Aquarius. So, I actually put an earbud in because I'm listening to calming Christmas music. But anyhow, so let's get into your overall energy, Aquarius. The thing is, with the Queen of Swords, you're a perceptive individual, okay? And I feel like you understand that something is about to crack open, or that something is about to change. And I feel like intuitively, instinctively, you want to stop that from happening, or change it in some way instead of going along with what it is. I feel like that's what you're doing. It's like you're trying to save yourself anxiety, worry about what's to come or what's going to happen with that Nine of Swords being there. But it's almost like for your own good, you need to take a risk. You need to take a risk because with the Tower, it's going to happen regardless if you let it or not. It's just about how much you're holding on to it, how bad it's going to be for you. I mean, pretty much, okay? You can either be a part of the Nine of Swords in a way, like you can be a part of kind of letting it happen, knowing that it's going to happen, or you can just be so overly worried It's either like your pride. It comes down to your pride, really. You know, if you're going to let your mindset change based on your worry about how something's going to play out or how something's going to be. But this Seven of Swords here and the Devil being close to each other, Aquarius, let me just talk about this because I don't like, especially that these two cards are next to each other. This is like telling yourself something that isn't true. Not allowing something to happen or something to come in because of fear, because of change, because you're trying to hold on to what was. Not really going to help the situation, just going to make it worse. It's like you're overly defending a situation that wasn't healthy in the beginning. Not allowing change or not allowing something to come in or whatever. I feel like this is your way of maintaining a situation. You may see some friends doing something without you. You may see, it's just like you see something in your life taking off or changing, which may be the best for that particular thing or for you even. But because you want to keep something the same, you're not seeing it that way. Yeah, because there's a Knight of, well, a Page of Cups here. And to me, it's like you should be open and happy about the situation. It's not negative. You're just making it seem that way. It's like your mindset or your initial feelings is to just feel like something is bad, but it's not. It just changes your sense of security or what you think is secure. And you're perceiving that as bad. This is definitely a chance for you, Aquarius, to get out of your mind, to get out of your head, to let things go. To change the old mindset that's not really helping you out. The Ten of Swords is here. Yeah, and I've been getting this for a lot of people. Yes, it keeps you safe. Yes, you're used to it, blah, blah, blah. You can keep telling yourself that all you want to. The thing is, it's not going to better your situation. It's not going to make you feel the way that you really want to feel because you're not allowing. Okay? So the Ten of Swords being here is like you can keep doing the same things if you want to. You're going to keep getting the same reactions. It's not going to change. Okay? That's up to you. You're just putting more swords in the same spot. It's going to keep hurting. If anything, it may even get worse every time. So the King of Cups here. It's time for you to get a grip on your emotions in a situation. It's time for you to get a grip and get more grounded. Yes, the thing is you're trying to nurture what it is you already have, which ideally is honorable. Okay? The thing is, though, you're not nurturing anything positive because you're not allowing growth to come in to nurture something that is worth nurturing. Right now, you're just holding on to a misconception. Okay? And they're trying to change that to have you nurture something that's actually going to grow or help you or help others around you. So you have to let something in. You have to let something new in or someone new in. Okay? Into what you already feel is set. It's like a new idea, a new emotion, a new situation. It's almost like it's adding to it. It's not making it worse or negative. It's just adding to it. So it's time for you to stop defending the old devil energy, not letting anything in, holding on to things too tightly. It's time to stop that. It's not getting you anywhere. It may make you feel like you win whatever that single battle is that you're dealing with, but it's not bearing any fruit. It's really not. It's just causing more conflict. And like I said, with this Knight of Wands, it's getting you what you want at that time, or it's helping you at that time. But when it comes to future energy, it's just making it worse on you. It's just a need for you to have control over emotions or someone's feelings. It's almost like you're trying to pause something mid-event, or pause your life at this one spot and then just live that. Other people have to grow. Other people go through things. Other people have opinions. Your life is trying to change as well to integrate these new things in, but you're not allowing them. There's too much worry, wanting to hold on to things, not wanting to take risks, seeing change as disastrous, and not seeing it as a growth opportunity. Okay? Okay, let's start with this Seven of Swords, Aquarius. I'm going to move these cards up so I can get this space over here. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the King of Swords. And this is on top of the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you've definitely been maintaining things, okay? You've been balancing out a situation you either know is changing, or it's going to get worse, or it's going to be different than what you're used to. And you feel like you're not going to come out on top. You feel like you're not going to get the attention you deserve, or you feel like you're going to be taking a lesser stance than where you were. And this is your way of trying to gain control of that. Because it's like you see something playing out that's going to break up a relationship, a happy friendship, a family ship, something. And you're not keen on that happening. Okay. So I'm hearing like another worry. How am I hearing that? It's like you're making this another worry for yourself. Queen of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles again. You having a hard time balancing this thing. And the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you've been trying to keep a situation at bay, Aquarius. Okay. You're trying to keep something at bay because that's your way of holding on to it to balance it. It's like you're trying to stay in control of the situation and work things out. But you're working it out in a way that works for you. Not for everybody else. Not for the situation at its best. It's like, what's going to work for me? Okay, Page of Cups. Temperance in reverse, Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. Either this situation that you're in is imbalanced, depending on your situation, or someone else that this is happening to that you don't like, their situation was imbalanced. So whatever it is, something is coming into the way that it's supposed to be. Something's starting up, okay? You're starting to see it taking place. You're starting to see a decision being made. You're starting to see action being taken. This is what's scaring you. This is what is really changing everything for you, because you're like, oh shoot, stuff is actually moving. Things are happening. Oh my God, things are happening. You're like, yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's like, oh my God, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. What does this mean for me now? Okay, so the Devil. I almost feel like something shocks you too, Aquarius. 9 of Wands in reverse, Hermit in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse. So this is what's interesting. I feel like you don't want to block it, but I feel like you're not going to assist it either. Okay? It's like, oh, I'm going to let it play out, but if it falls apart, I'm not going to help put it back together. I'm not. I feel like you're being childish, whether you want to look at it that way or not. But for a lot of you, I feel like you just don't have the knowledge to know what to do. Or, you know, if you knew that this was going to turn out and be something super positive or something wonderful, I feel like you would be a little bit more into it if it worked out in your favor. But you don't know if it's going to work out in your favor. You don't know how this is going to play out. So, you just don't want to hurt. You don't want things to change. It's like things are fine the way it is. So I'm going to try to let this play out its best way. Yeah, I feel like you're exiting the situation, like you're walking away from it. Not walking away like cutting people off. I feel like you're letting things work out the way that it's going to work out. That's what I'm seeing here. 10 of Swords. Okay, we have Judgment in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse, and the King of Cups. I feel like you're worried that you made a wrong decision, Aquarius. Because it's almost like something is happening without you. Something's happening without you. It feels happy. To whoever this is, it feels good. To you, it feels like, oh, whatever. That's what it feels like to me. I mean, I feel like you're happy, but you're just like, let's not do so much of this. I don't know why. But I feel like you're keeping it to yourself. You're not really expressing it as much, your feelings about it. Yeah, you're trying to act like everything is like it was in the past, or everything is how it was. It's almost like you don't want to add to this. You don't want to take away from it either. You don't want to mess up anybody else's blessings or anybody else's situation, but at the same time, you want to keep things the way that it is. It's kind of counterproductive. You're not putting in any investment into anything. You're just not. It's like you don't want to have a hand in being positive or being negative either. That's very weird, Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like you start to realize you're going in the wrong direction of where this is going. Because if you continue to do what it is that you're doing, you're going to be left in the cold, or you're not going to get the comeuppance, the positive aspect of what this is. It's like you have to take control of your role, of the role that you play in this situation. If you want for something to be positive, you got to play a more positive role. You can't just sit back. You can't just stand back, okay? Six of Swords in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse, and Page of Swords in reverse. So there is like conflict with how it is, with what it is that you're doing. You're starting to see that you're choosing the hard road. Yes, it is the road that you have taken. Yes, it is the one that you're used to, but it's the hard one. It's not the best one. So I feel like you're going back in this. You're still being a bystander in a way, but you're going back into it with a more of an open heart, because you want to see before you participate. You want to see how it's going to be. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you see what you need to see. You do. You get out of your head of the situation. You realize that you don't want to miss out on something. You don't want to play that role of being passive aggressive. It's like you have matured and realize that when you put this whole thing to an end, like I told you here with the day's end, that now you get to the good parts. Okay? So let's go into high vibe energy. So we have heart love. Feel and receive warm energy into your heart. Say the words I love you and imagine these words going into the back of your heart, just between your shoulder blades. Filling yourself up. This is the purest act of self-love. Practice love daily. And then your affirmations. We have connection. I am connected to the multitudes, and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self, work on witty banter about weather-related stuff. That's funny. Okay, Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.